Today, we're going to be taking a look at the grab-and-go EDC kit that I've got set up for 2026 for UK legal carry. Everything that's in this kit stays in this kit, so I know whenever I pick this up, whether it's to drop it in a backpack, a sling bag, leave it in the door of my van for however long I'm going away for, or even sticking it in my pocket, I know that I have the tools that I need to get me through any kind of light-duty tasks that my day is going to throw at me. So this isn't about carrying more, this is about carrying smarter, especially with the climate here in the UK at the moment. So whether this turns into an everyday carry kit for you, which it could, or is just a grab-and-go kit like it is for me, keeping it in a pouch means that everything is organised, practical, intentional, and most importantly, legal. So here's what's inside. So just quickly before I get into the main bulk of the video, I want to briefly touch on why I think carrying a pouch in the UK is a sensible choice. The first one is it gives an extra layer of security for yourself and an extra layer of legality for your carry. Because regardless of what knife you're carrying, legal or not, perception in the UK is just as important as intent. So if worst case scenario, you're stopped and questioned by the police, if you have your knife inside your pouch with other EDC gear, it's a lot easier to justify your reasoning for carrying it to the questioning officer than just having a bunch of random gear scattered around your pockets. Because if you're perceived to be carrying said knife for the wrong reason, regardless of if it's legal or not for UK carry, it then becomes illegal and you can potentially be prosecuted. The next reason is it stops accidental carry. If you've got your pouch, you know exactly what you have, where it is, when you need it, and you're not going to accidentally go to the shop or go pick up your kids from school with an illegal knife in your pocket, because we've all done it. We'll deny it, but we've all been there where we've been using a locking knife or a knife that's over the 3-inch limit or even a fixed blade for stuff around the house, and then we've gone to do something else, forgetting that that knife was in our pocket. And then you realise it's there and it's squeaky bum time the entire time you're out, just in case you get stopped because, oh, I'm sorry, I forgot it was there, isn't an excuse in the UK. It's just how it is. And then the last reason I'm going to talk about is, I know at the beginning of the video I said it's not about carrying more, but you can practically carry more in the EDC pouch without it actually feeling like you're carrying more. Because there's things that you can carry inside the pouch that you wouldn't actually carry in your pockets because they take up extra space. They don't have a clip, or they make a weird outline and feel weird in the pocket. So keeping it in the pouch means that you can carry these extra things that you would like to carry without feeling like you're carrying more, if that makes any sense. Enough on my reasonings anyway. You guys can make up your own reasons for wanting to carry a pouch if you decide you want to. That was just what I think is good reasons for having a pouch. Onto the actual pouch itself and the tools I keep inside it. As always, everything I speak about in this video will be linked down below for you if you fancy going and checking anything out. Some affiliate stuff down there, some non-affiliate stuff down there. I don't know, there might be some discounts. Have at it, see what you can save. The pouch that I chose for this carry is probably going to come of no surprise to you guys if you're a regular viewer, and that is the Alpaca Gear hub pouch. Now, I'm not actually sure if you can get this exact model anymore because I've had this model of the pouch for a few years, and now they've got the hub pouch Pro. It's basically the same thing. There's just a different pocket on the outside, and the inside is laid out slightly differently, and I think it may be a slightly different material and maybe a bit more expensive. I don't know. The main reason that I chose this pouch is the size of it. Like I said, I can stick this in a bag, I can stick it in the door of my van, I can even stick this in my pocket and carry it comfortably. When this is loaded out, as mine is right now with gear, it's literally no bigger than your granddad's wallet was. And that motherfucker was carrying that thing in his back pocket and sitting on it daily like he's got some mad hemorrhoids or something. So if he can carry a wallet that big, why can't we carry a tool pouch this small comfortably? It's a no-brainer. The version that I have is made out of the Alpaca famous X-Pack material. It's nice and durable. I've had this version now for years. It's been all over the world with me, and it's been beaten up, but still is in very, very reasonable condition. It's got YKK zippers all round, and when you open it up, it opens like a clamshell, so you can see all of the gear that you've got inside it. It's all nice and organised and all in the exact same place from when you closed it. On the left-hand side of the pouch, we've got 2 elastic sections with 2 smaller pockets behind. And then on the right-hand side, we've got 3 elastic sections with a big pocket behind, and then that smaller pocket at the front to stop all your gear that's there from moving around and just getting unorganised. Genuinely, there's not much more that you would need from an everyday carry pouch than you can get from this. I think they're absolutely fantastic. Sometimes you may need something slightly bigger if you've got slightly bigger tools, but for the kind of stuff that I'm talking about today, this is perfect. Now onto the tools that are inside the pouch, and the first one that we're going to talk about, as always, is the pocket knife. The knife that I chose to put into this pouch for this carry is the Benchmade successor, mainly again because of the size of it. When it's folded up, it's a really, really nice slim form factor, so it can fit into this pouch really nicely and take up very minimal room, but at the same time, it is a solid UK legal carry. We've got a 2.8 inch, I believe, M390 blade, so that is going to hold up exactly as you need it to for any daily tasks. Aluminium handles, and there is a couple of different versions of this knife. I've actually made a dedicated video to these knives, so I'll link that here for you to go and check out if you want a little bit more detail on this. But I cannot fault this knife in any way at all other than the pricing. Obviously, Benchmade are a little bit overpriced for what they're doing. These are running between the £220 to £250 price mark, I think. So it is a little bit expensive and you could get away with carrying something else. But I just happen to have these and I thought I might as well use it, and it fits the pouch great. And it's actually a very good knife. So that is the knife I decided to put into this pouch for this carry. Next to that, I keep the pen that's in this carry, and that is the Tacray MP1. This is a fairly new to me pen. Tacray sent this out to me for review a few weeks ago now, and it instantly went straight into this pouch because I was like, this is the perfect addition to this pouch. It's a very small pen made out of titanium. This is the black version, but there is also a stonewash version as well. It's a bolt action pen, but the clip is your actual bolt action mechanism. And then the thing that I like the most about this is the fact that in the back end of the pen, you have a 1/4 inch bit driver. It does come with a few spare bits. There's a couple of Torx bits. I think it's a T6 and a T8, and then a flathead and a Phillips. And then the last one, which is really cool, is a stylus for your phone, which is something I'll never use. But on the other side of the stylus, there's a pencil nib, which is really cool because it means that you've got a pen and a pencil built into one, but where you can flip that bit around in the back end and just have like the stylus poking out means that the pencil tip is going to stay protected wherever you keep the pen. So far, so good with this pen. It doesn't feel as high-end as stuff from like Big Idea Design, but you are paying half the price at 40 quid for this pen. Behind there, in the first little pocket on the left-hand side, I just keep some plasters. Don't need to say anything else. Small cuts happen. Keeping a plaster on you is a sensible idea so you don't get blood everywhere. In the second elastic spot on this side of the pouch is where I keep my multi-tool for this carry, and that is the Victorinox Huntsman, I believe. I get confused with Victorinox knives. I forget what's what, and I get corrected in the comments quite a lot. So thank you guys for that, because they all look the same. It's quite easy to actually confuse what Swiss Army knife is what without keeping them in boxes. But I believe this is the Huntsman. On this, you've got a multitude of different tools. Scissors, couple of knives, saw, your standard bottle opener and prying tool / flathead. And then your can opener, a hook. Where it's a 91mm, you've got your tweezers and your toothpick, and then a couple of other things like an awl, and like you've got everything that you need on this. Swiss Army knives, as we all know, are a fantastic tool to have as a UK carry because they're completely legal to use, completely legal to carry, and actually very, very functional. The Huntsman, I believe, is between the £35 and £40 mark. But when it comes to a Swiss Army knife, you can make the choice for what one you want to carry based on your use case. Moving on to the right-hand side of the pouch, and the torch that I keep in here is the Phoenix E12V3. This is a great little torch, AA powered, so you know that if you do run out of power, you can get any AA batteries from basically any shop you pass by, so you haven't got to worry about that. It's got 3 different light modes with a maximum output of 200 lumens. It's got a 2-way pocket clip on it, so if you do want to take it out of the pouch and carry it in your pocket, you can do that. But then also, if you need to use it hands-free, you can clip it to the bill of your hat and go completely hands-free. It's also got a magnetic tail cap, so you can again use this hands-free to work on vehicles or just stick it to anything magnetic if there's something nearby, so you can go hands-free. And for the price of £32, I think this is a fantastic torch to keep in a pouch like this. In the middle elastic section on the right-hand side, of course, you know me, I love my Cobra XS pliers from Knipex. They are just a fantastic set of small pliers to be able to keep and use for even more sort of heavier duty tasks that your day is going to throw at you. I cannot fault them in the slightest. And then in the very last elastic section on the right-hand side of this pouch is where I keep my lighter. For this, I just went for your standard clipper lighter for a couple of reasons. The first being the fact that they're like ridiculously cheap. You can pick these up for literally under £1. They're very, very reliable. You can literally light them pretty much first try every single time. They're refillable. And one thing that I really, really like about them that you can't do with most other lighters is you can actually remove the flint out of it, which if worst case scenario you are caught out in an emergency and you need to light a fire but there's no gas in your lighter, you can actually throw a spark from this flint and then be able to light some tinder or some fire lighting sort of device. Genuinely, for under £1, you can't get much better than these. And in terms of its size, it fits perfectly into this pouch and takes up literally no excess room. And then finally, the last item in this pouch, in the right-hand side, in that little back pocket, out of the way, is where I keep something I haven't spoken about for a while. But you guys know I love these, and that is my titanium spork. Could not live without them, honestly. Whenever I make a pouch setup or a pouch kit or anything like that, I have to include a spork. For me personally, I need them. My day job is a photographer. I'm always on the road. I'm always traveling around. And I've always got to buy food from like service stations or shops or whatever. And in the UK, for some reason, they've decided that cardboard cutlery is now the way to go. And no, it doesn't work. So if you're like me and you're on the road a lot and you have to deal with this shit cutlery, why not spend £4 on a reusable titanium spork that's actually good? Like genuinely, sporks are the way to go. I've already got my knife in my pouch so I can cut my food up. Now with my spork, I've got a way to actually eat my food rather than being like a dirty animal just eating it all with my hands. Yeah, sporks, they are the way to go. They're so cheap, they're so useful, and that's all I need to say about it. And that is everything. That is my current UK legal grab and go everyday carry kit for 2026. What did you think? Is there anything that you would add to this or swap out from this or just completely remove from this? Let me know in the comments down below what your grab and go kit would be and whether you agree with my reasoning behind actually carrying and making one of these kits. If not, then maybe I'm just chatting out of my ass. But I think genuinely this is a very useful thing to add to your arsenal. I use this all the time and I don't have any complaints about it at all. If you liked the video, make sure you like it, subscribe if you're not already. If you haven't already join the Discord server that I released at the beginning of the year for Everyday Carry here in the UK. That will be linked down below. We've got over 100 people in there already, which is absolutely wild. It's popping off, people are chatting, we're making friends, we're talking Everyday Carry, and we're just discovering new things. It's great. I'm fucking loving it. So thank you to everyone that's joined. Thank you to the people that are going to join by seeing this bit. Thank you for watching this video. Hope you enjoy the rest of your day. Have a good one, and I will see you next time. See you later.